Welcome everyone to another video on RMworldcoins investment collection. Hopefully you're picking up some good information from my last videos I recently uploaded, and hopefully you're getting a few good information that you can utilize to increase your collection. Okay. And hopefully, if you like the videos, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. Please like, comment, okay, and ring the bell so you'll get notified when I upload new videos to my channel. Okay, I'm trying to do as many videos on a weekly basis, so you'll be aware that I am trying to do my best to put out some good information, and hopefully this information is valuable to you, that you're able to utilize it. And as I mentioned before, it's always good to do your due diligence, learn how to grade, and do some research on the coins that I'm giving you some information on, and hopefully you'll get something out of it and pursue the right coins for your collection. Okay, so let's get started with the 4 coins I have here. I have 4 NGC graded coins. These are all nice foreign coins, highly desirable, highly collected, and I'll give you some background information on these coins. The first coin we're gonna go with is a Panama coin. This is the 1 Balboa. This is a specimen coins. They made 3 types of coin strikes. The matte version, which is a very dull version, normally used for circulation purpose. The specimen normally struck for, collectible specimen sets, normally issued out by the Franklin Mint. Normally a lot of these coins were issued out by the Franklin Mint. Some are low mintage, some are high mintage, so be careful what you are getting. And the other strike is a proof with nice frosted device. A little history about the Franklin Mint. If you are a low mintage coin collector, the Franklin Mint issued many coins, low mintage coins, to other countries. Including Panama, Guyana, Solomon Islands, Jamaica, Barbados, Papua New Guinea, Trinidad and Tobago. A lot of these coins that were issued, Cook Island, were very low mintage on the circulation side, not on the proof sides, because they made their money from collectors by promoting proof coins that are silver pretty coins. But they didn't tell you that they only minted a few coins, sometimes even less than 10 or 50 coins on certain denomination for countries, making them extremely rare. And even their specimen sets were also very low. They would make maybe 15,000 proof sets, and you would pay a really high premium on the sets. And then, of course, nobody would buy the specimen sets, which is not as pretty. And the mintage on those would be like between a couple hundred sets to maybe a couple thousand sets. And then, of course, the really rare, hard to find, the regular circulation coins, which they provide just the minimum required for each country to make it a legal tender. Okay. And so they would strike just the minimum needed for each denomination just to legalize the coins. And of course, that's why you'll see many low mintage coins on the circulation side. So be familiar with what the Franklin Mint has done as far as making money for itself, and of course the mintages on the basic circulation, the specimen, and the proofs. Okay, so be careful what you collect. So here we have a 1977. It says FM for Franklin Mint. Okay, this is a copper nickel coin. This is not the proof. The proof are in silver. This is the copper nickel, and of course you'll note that the specimen has all the same finish also on the device, so it has a proof-like finish throughout, whereas the proof is silver, and normally the device is frosted silver. Okay, so be familiar with that. And of course the BU is going to be matte. But normally the matte version ended in 1976. So from 77 on, they only made it two finishes. The proof like and the proof, well, prior to that, they made three finishes, okay? So this one here, 1977, is a specimen coin. It has a very small mintage of only 625 sets. Correction, 625 coins struck in this striking, okay? So specimen proof like. So only 625 coins. And of course, these coins were either issued in sets, specimen sets, or individually. And many of these sets sometimes weren't fully issued out to collectors, okay? So there's only a very few number of these coins available, okay? So this one here, highly desirable, highly collected. So if you're collecting a nice series of Balboas, this is one of the coins that you would want to try to pick up for your collection. And there's only 625 coins minted, so highly desirable. On the reverse, basic coat of arms, noted that this does not have, it has the Franklin Mint symbol just to the right below the shield. So this is here, it's a very nice specimen coin. Normally it's because of the finish, there's a lot of bag marks, it makes it look very ugly. So be careful not to get one that is too baggy, okay, on this coin. Get one that is as clean as this or even better. But this is what you should try to acquire on this particular coin. Highly desirable coin, especially if they're certified, or even if they're not certified. This is not counterfeited as much because it is a modern coin. But trying to find these coins on the market gets very difficult. The one that is even more rarer is the five Balboa, because they only made 125 coins in the specimen strike. Okay, so be familiar with that. So the five Balboa is rarer than the one Balboa. Okay, but this is a nice collection. This is a nice coin, and this one here will continue to move up in value as the demand continues to grow on this coin. Once they're aware of how scarce the coin is, especially if you are a low mintage coin collector or a collector of Panama coins, this is one of the coins that you want to add to your collection. So this one here is a very nice coin. I have bought this coin and traded this coin, sold this coin many times, and they keep on going up in prices. And so I have to move up my price just to be able to acquire them. Very nice coin, especially if it's certified. Nice, easy coin to add to your collection. Another coin I like, which is hard to find, is, if you like Panama coins, this is the William Tell 1924. B is the mint mark for where it was struck. Then 24 is the key date. The most key date is the 28, which you can't even find, and it costs like $25,000. This is the next key date, which is what, if you're able to afford, this will run between $3,000 to $5,000, depending on how nice the coin is. So if you come across a 1924, definitely a desirable coin because of its low mintage key date. Highly desirable. Series started from 1922 to 1928. There is no 1927. And of course, the key dates is the 28 and the 24. If you're able to collect the whole series, that's great. But when you get to 1928, you will be fighting with other collectors trying to acquire that coin, and you would have to be spending around $25,000 for the 1928. This one here used to pick up for like $300 to $500. Now they are a couple $1,000 to $5,000 depending on how nice they are. Okay, this one here is a gorgeous coin with nice proof-like fields. Just an outstanding date and outstanding condition, certified by NGC. Be careful, I have seen counterfeits on this date. Okay, so be aware of that. So be sure that the weight is correct. If you're not, how to test it, get a magnet to be sure that if it's silver, it will not magnetize. If it's other metal, then it'll magnetize and you got a copy. Okay, so be familiar how to check these coins and be sure the weight is correct. On the reverse, it's a nice 5 franc shield, 1924 with the B. And of course, this is just an outstanding coin, no problem. If I have a chance to acquire these, this is probably one of the hardest date to find. I've got the 22, 23, 25, and 26 available on my website. So take a look at my website, either rmworldcoins.com or worldcoinbiz.com. Check it out. And then they are certified in raw. Take a look at them. Be familiar with what they look at. 1922 and 1923 is struck differently. It is a weaker strike. When you get to 24, 25, and 26, the strike is bolder and sharper, like this, with nice full square rims. Okay, so 2 different strikes. Check it out, be familiar with it. This one here currently is probably listed around between $2,000 to $5,000, depending on how nice it is. Rarely comes on the market. Gorgeous coin, highly desirable if you are a collector of coins from Switzerland. And this coin will continue to move up in price. It's hard coin to get. And of course, if you're looking at Kraus doesn't update their catalog value too often. Sometimes not at all, okay, because they don't have the staff to update the current market value. To get the latest value, try to go to Heritage Auctions, and there you should be able to find out what the current value is as these value continues to move up. So great coin to add to your collection. Another coin I like, of course, if you are an error collector, this is a coin from Ascension Island. This is a mule, a 1978 Ascension Island crown. And the mule doesn't mean it's a horse or a donkey, okay? A mule in numismatic, which is in other words for coin collecting, is a coin that was struck with 2 different dies. The reverse and obverse were mismatched, okay? So this one here has what you call a mismatched die, okay? And of course, this one will have the Isle of Man obverse. And of course, you can see that the reverse is Ascension Island. You can see the Ascension Island indicated there below the turtle, okay? So the reverse is the Ascension Island. And of course, the obverse says Isle of Man. If you have the normal coin, it will not say Isle of Man, okay? You will not have that at all, okay? It will just say Ascension Island, basically, okay? And Elizabeth, okay? Or you'll have Elizabeth on the left side. But this one says Isle of Man, okay? So if you're looking at Ascension Island coins 1978 on eBay, you'll see what I'm indicating. And if you find one that says Isle of Man, and it is reasonable, maybe in the $60 to $100, definitely jump on it, because this particular coin is between $800 and $1,500. This is for the mule. The reason why it's expensive because they only struck, it's an estimate amount, around 300 coins with this error, okay? So there's only 300 coins struck for this error coin. Highly desirable with 2 different, dies, 2 different countries, okay? So that is extremely rare that this coin came about with this error. Note this was struck at, I think, the Royal Mint, and since they're striking coins for other countries, somehow they got this mismatched with the Ascension Island and Isle of Man. So again, highly desirable. Always people are looking for this particular key date, rare date. Major error, And of course, if you come across it, so you're familiar with the coin. Sometimes it's not listed properly. Maybe it's mislabeled. Okay, if you're able to pick it up cheap, definitely something that maybe you want to think about picking it up if you do come across it. One that I like very much is this one here. This is from Spain. I like old coins, and of course, this is a 5 pesetas from Spain, 1870. This is a nice seated lady. Very nice design, highly desirable. This is a nice original coin. A nice fully mint state coin is going to run you probably $10,000 for this coin. This coin in its present condition, probably $2,000 to $3,000. Okay, very hard since you're looking at a full head, nice breast, nice lines on the dressing. This is what you want to see on the coin. Now, the one that's extremely rare is the 1869, which only a very few were struck, and that's worth about $25,000 to $30,000. Since the mintage is probably less than 100 coins. Okay, so the next best thing is the 1870. Okay, so highly desirable. This is a 1-year type coin. Okay, extremely popular with world collectors. Okay, so this is one of the key dates. This is one of the initial coins that is started from the 5 pesetas series. Okay, so if you want to collect the whole series, this is probably one of the start, or the first coin that you would have to look for. And of course, trying to get a nice one is hard to find, because a lot of them that is circulated, in my opinion, are ugly, especially since a lot of them have worn down face and worn down design, and that you don't want to add. If you're just a collector, you want a type coin, get a decent XF or AU. Okay, if you get one that's an AU58, in this case here, in my opinion, this is a nice uncirculated condition, but it is conservatively graded by NGC. So this is a gorgeous coin. Definitely one that is hard to find on the internet. Okay, normally you'll see this on the auction block like in Heritage. Okay, but finding one that is a full-blown, brilliant, uncirculated MS65 or even an MS63 will run you between $5,000 and $10,000 now. Okay, the reverse, very nice pillars with the shield. This is like I said, a gorgeous coin. So very popular coin. Nice luster, nice detail, nice original. So if you're looking for a nice coin, a gorgeous close-up of this coin. Okay, that's what you want to see. I enjoy looking at this coin all the time. I mean, it's one of the first coins that I collected. I've had it now for probably over 20 years, and it's hard for me to sell it because it's hard for me to replace it. Okay, it's hard to replace because it takes a long time to find these coins. So if you come across these coins, and if you like to own these coins because of the beauty and the age and their originality, and then once you sell it, trying to replace it, trying to find another one would be extremely difficult. So if you're like me, I like nice historical coins. They're pretty, they're rare, they're very hard to find. They are highly in demand. I mean, this coin is highly in demand. Okay, a gorgeous coin. Again, hard to replace. Sometimes I price my coins a little bit higher because I don't want to sell it, unless you really want it that badly. Okay, but to sell it, hard to replace. Gorgeous coin. If you do come across it, something that you want to consider adding to your collection. Maybe you'll get lucky, find one that is a nice uncirculated. Be sure they're certified, because there are lots of copies out there. Again, let me emphasize that there are lots of copies out there. Don't get fooled. Okay, this is a rare coin in highest grade, and it gets expensive, so don't get fooled to get copies. It's a beautiful coin, that's why they make copies of it, okay? And so if you are in the flea market, you might see it, and you'll find out copies of these coins. Okay, don't think it's genuine. Be sure the weight is right, it is silver. If you're not sure, get a second opinion from somebody who is knowledgeable, or send it to a third-party grading company like PCGS or NGC. Well, this is a beautiful coin. Find it, add it to your collection. Well, hopefully this information will help you out. And if you like to collect coins from, Spain, I got from Panama, Switzerland, Asian Ascension Island, and Spain. Gorgeous coin, highly desirable. Always will continue to increase in value, in my opinion. But always do your due diligence. Study the coin. Look it up in Google. Look it up in Heritage Rare Coin auctions. You can check out, just Google the information out. If you don't have a Kraus catalog, you should be able to Google it up now. Everybody's got a lot of information on the internet on these coins. And NGC should have a lot of, PCGS has also information on these coins and mintages and its value, okay? But sometimes those values are not updated, okay? So if you're able to come across it, get it at a reasonable price, and you can afford it, definitely something that maybe you want to consider doing. Well, hopefully you like it. If you do like it, the information I'm providing, like the videos, like the pictures, please subscribe to my channel, help build it up. Especially like the channel. The more likes I have, I guess the more likes, the more value my channel will be. Ring the bell, so you'll get notified once I have uploaded more videos. And of course, comment. If you haven't seen a coin that you want me to show on my channel, send me that information. Maybe I do have it, and then maybe I'll do a video on it. Okay, so you'll be you'll be able to see what I am thinking about that particular coin. Okay, till next time, enjoy collecting, enjoy the hobby, grow your hobby. Be sure you're investing good money, and you're selecting the coins that your good money can go into. Okay, so when it's time for you to liquidate, you're not going to have a problem. Okay, till next time, you have a great time collecting.